make that today. I'm going to show you how simple it is, and we're going to start with our cherries. So we've got 400 grams of the sweetest in-season cherries, and I pitted them about 2 hours ago. I marinated them with a few very good clubs of kirsch, which is a cherry liqueur. You could do any other brandy or no booze at all, but they are nice with the booze. You don't taste it at the end by the time it's all cooked out. It just has that extra something. And then it's basically a pancake batter that we cook, and we do the whole thing in the food processor. So could it be more simple, really? I've got 180 grams of 00 flour here, so that's slightly finer flour. And I'm going to pop that in. I have 300 ml of plant milk here, so that goes in as well. So that's my 80 grams of caster sugar, and then I had 4 tablespoons for the cherries. I've got 150 ml of aquafaba, which is just cooked chickpea water. I've got 30 ml of corn oil. It really is so simple. And just a pinch of salt. Finally, I've got this beautiful vanilla pod, and I'm just going to scrape the seeds out. Carefully making sure to get every bit. Just pop that in like that. Keep the pod because we're going to be baking the clafouti with the pod in the pan. And that's it. I'm going to blend for 2 minutes. So that's done. I'm just going to lightly oil my pan. Even if you have a non-stick pan, it's good to give it a little coating, but this isn't non-stick, so I don't want my clafouti to stick. And I'm just going to sprinkle it with a little bit of sugar. Just taking my time to get corners and bottom. I'm going to get my cherries. I don't want the liquid, not just yet, but keep it to one side because we're going to reduce it. So I'm just going to, with my hands, I'll give them a gentle squeeze. Such a simple recipe, you could easily do this with the kids. Maybe omit the booze. I have preheated my oven to 180 degrees about 15 minutes ago, so do that before you start. I should have mentioned it before. I'm just going to pour my batter in over the cherries. It looks so beautiful. Finding my vanilla pods on top. It'll look so pretty when it's baked. I'm going to pop this in the oven about 40 minutes to an hour. It will have risen slightly and be lovely and golden brown on top. It's puffed up really nicely and it's golden on top. You can see that. And I'm just going to sprinkle some icing sugar to finish. Just dust it like that. You don't need to serve it straight out of the oven hot, but it is nice to have it warm. So perhaps if you were having people over, you could pop it in the oven just as you're sitting down to have your starter, and by the time you come round for pudding, it'll be just warm and delicious. And voila, your cherry clafouti. Simple and elegant and absolutely delicious. I'm going to enjoy it just as it is here. You could have ice cream or cream. I've taken the liquid that the cherries were marinated in and I've reduced it down just with a little bit of extra sugar, and I'm going to pour it over the top. Like so. Look at that. Another time of year you could put plums or you could put rhubarb, but but the classic cherry clafouti is what we're going for. I'm going to enjoy this in just a minute. Thank you so much for tuning in. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you again next week for another episode of What on Earth to Eat Now.